I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's not difficult to measure the impact of your podcast advertising campaigns. First, there's a sneaky shortcut. Second, there's promo codes. Third, there's UTM parameters. Oh, and there's also a little known tactic that I will share with you at the end of this video. First though, who am I? I'm Eric Melchor, and I've helped SaaS brands like Planable, Sessions, Dealfront reach new audiences, build trust at scale, and unlock a new growth channel through podcast sponsorships. And we call it a growth channel because we test, track, and measure the performance of our podcast sponsorship campaigns. Let me show you how. So the first thing we do is ask our clients to implement the question, how did you hear about us, during their sign-up flow? This straightforward question can directly tie podcasts to new leads or customers. And for B2B buys, with an average of 35 different touch points across various channels, this extra nugget of information can be a game changer. The second thing we do is create a custom URL with a UTM tracking code for each podcaster. A UTM code is a snippet of text at the end of a URL. Because of this magic code, you can see exactly which podcasts are generating traffic to your site. So you want to ensure that each podcaster is placing this custom URL in each podcast episode description. The third thing you can do to measure the impact of a podcast advertising campaign is to have the host shout out a promo code during the ad. We've done this before for clients, but I'm not a big fan because if the promo code has an expiration date and someone hears the podcast episode and tries using that promo code after the expiration date, well, it's just a bad experience. So these are 3 different methods that you can use to measure the impact of your podcast advertising campaign. But wait, there's an advanced method I want to tell you about, and it's using a tool called Lead Feeder. Lead Feeder allows you to see which companies are coming to your site via the UTM tracking link. This is a game changer for account-based marketers and salespeople who want to target prospects who are already interested in their product and visiting key pages on their site. So there you have it. If you're thinking about testing podcast advertising as a growth channel, there are 4 ways that you can measure the impact of your campaign. Number 1, in your sign-up flow, add a question. How did you hear about us? Number 2, create a custom URL with the UTM parameter that you would give to each podcaster, and they would include that in the podcast episode description. Number 3, use promo codes. Really not a fan of this. Number 4, use Lead Feeder, and you can see which companies are visiting your website and the pages that they're interested in. Okay, so if you want more tips on podcast advertising, feel free to get free resources at b2bpodpros.com, right there. Check out our videos on YouTube or follow me on LinkedIn at Eric Melchor. I post tips daily on how to get the most out of your podcast sponsorships.